What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. How are y'all feeling this morning? Hope y'all had a good night rest because I have a message for every one of y'all. If you sent in an order to the site to Wayno119.com, we are running into some small technical difficulties when it comes to the site. Don't worry. It is a small mishaps that's going to be worked out. If your order was received, it is getting shipped out this week. I'm just working through the bugs. This is my first time running a site in maybe 15 years. So just give me a second, but I got you. Please do not cancel your orders. With that being said, you know what I need from y'all. Hit them subs, hit them likes, run up that hype. Today, we are talking about Adam22 and Blueface. Should I be mad for people who ain't mad for themselves? I want to ask y'all that question that y'all could pose yourselves as well. Should you be mad for people who aren't mad for themselves? Then I want to talk about Adam22's situation with him and his wife. Now, as a man, there are things that we are just not going to do, right? There are things that are just not going to be culpable or things that we're going to tolerate. Adam do porn, his wife do porn. Adam, got popping in the hip-hop space initially. No Jumper has changed into something totally else. But even people were making it very questionable about Adam, even when it was more hip-hop centric in the sense of talking with artists and shit and having artists on the platform. Of course, tons of people who have left the show, from 80 to T-Rel and Figmunity World. They've had a bunch of hosts that have gone on to do different things. Gina Views, Duno, list goes on and on. But currently, when people see Adam, they see No Jumper. Now, I'm very, very big on branding, right? I feel like you should always do shit that's in the wheelhouse of what it is you do. I can't even be mad at that comment with this same situation because Adam do porn and his wife do porn. But my only concern for situations like this is that it opens up a world, like the world building that Adam22 has done is opened up a world for him to be disrespected because it seems as if he don't respect himself, nor do his wife. Now, trust and believe, there's only a few people, and let's not say a few people, there is a niche market for people who look at sex work as real work, right? And everybody to each their own. They got their opinions about certain shit. Some people say you can't knock the hustle. I'm a firm believer that you can hustle however you want, but people can knock it. God is not your only judge. You cannot be on this earth thinking that you're going to scave through life and nobody's going to say something to you that they don't agree with you with, regardless to what they do in their own personal time. All right, we got that out the way. So, Lena, Adam's wife, proposes a porn challenge to Blueface. Now, the thing about this is I believe that they trolling. I believe in today's content game that the gloves is always off. It ain't nothing that your ass can't do out here. You feel me? But for myself, I think about the digital footprint that you leave. Now, especially if you got kids. Like my kids is like, I got two kids. One of my daughter is an adult. My son is still a teenager, but he 18 and I got a 13-year-old. I'm very cognizant of the shit that I put out there. And it might be people that don't agree with me that I curse or, certain things that I may talk about, whatever. But I just think that when you do certain things, you don't understand how these things affect other people's lives. Now, granted, I hate this excuse, but you know what people always say? At least they getting money. I hate that shit, yo. Because money is not everything. You feel me? And we're going to have another episode later on talking about money. But money is not everything. Like, there's a reason why money has this term of being the root of all evil. Because a motherfucker kill their moms, they'll hurt you, they hurt a kid. They do not care. They will do whatever it takes to get $1 in their pocket by any means. Like these situations we see here. So look, if you haven't seen it, it's been super viral everywhere. This is the video where Lena is saying something to Blueface, and then we'll talk about his rebuttal and then other podcasts that Adam has been on where they've kind of violated his space, but he violates his space himself.
Hey, Blueface, I saw your little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself. I don't know what it looks like. But after a long conversation with my husband here, I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered. You, me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, look. Okay. I never thought that we'd be in a world where this would be just like normal shit. You wake up and you see entertainers or media personalities or personalities, period, offering up their wives to have sex with. But let's keep in mind that Adam and Lena did a reality show for somebody to do a tape with his wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's been 2 people. I believe the guys are both black, right? I don't watch that stuff, but I believe both the guys are black. But I just think, man, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And I'm going to keep it 100, bro. As a dad, Adam, you is fucking bugging, bro. As a dad, you're bugging. You and your wife, y'all got y'all shit. Y'all been doing y'all shit, whatever. Y'all done made enough money. And maybe y'all haven't. I don't know what y'all pockets is lined with or not. You feel me? But I just feel like ain't enough money in the world. Ain't enough money in the world to one day know that your child could one day grow up and see this type of behavior and respect y'all. You feel me? Now, granted, that's their child. I'm not going to elaborate too much because I'm not going to say what a person's child can and cannot do. That's their kid. But I'm just saying, right, like, if she goes into a situation where she gets teased or picked on or she has any mental issues due to the stuff that she grew up around, y'all are paving a fucking golden road, you know what I mean, a yellow brick road for her to have problems, you know what I'm saying? And I think that just as a man, bro, you got to be just a little bit more understanding of the world ain't about you no more once you become a parent. But with that being said, Blueface did chime in after Adams and her challenge or their proposition regarding him, and this is what he had to say.
Lena, I saw your little video, and I think you look too motherfucking happy that Adam said you could fuck me. Dead homies. And Adam looks very not like he's just trying to fulfill your fantasies, you know what I mean? I could tell that whatever conversation y'all had, you did a lot of persuading. And Adam had just got to the point where he just like, man, my wife wants to fuck Blueface. I might so I'm gonna think for my homie and politely decline. But Lena, don't press me for no dick or dead homies. Like, you only got 2 strikes, you feel me? You already, that was strike 1, you done pressed me. Like, to where I gotta decline a pussy on that, but I can't fuck you with this big white nigga in the corner watching us fuck. Like, that's like crazy to me. Like, but fun fact though, Lena, I did have a wet dream about you in jail. I did have a dream we was fucking, and it was pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. But the only reason I indulged in this conversation is because, you feel me? Once I seen the whole interview, I'm like, oh damn, I should have said that. But Adam, that's your fault, bro. Stop playing, bro. You trolling and shit, using weird captions and shit, saying shit and shit. Then you want to go in the interview and be like, oh, I wouldn't fuck whoop-de-wham, and I don't think he would fuck my girl. So you playing. Don't do that, Adam. I will fuck your wife, bro. But I could tell you don't want me to. So I'm not going to do it.
Now, I'm going to say a take that I don't know if people going to agree with me or not, but y'all don't have to. While Blueface does play a fool on television, I don't think he's as dumb as everybody makes him out to be. I'm keeping it 1,000 now. This nigga do a lot of dumb shit. He does. But in this time of entertainment, it seems like anything goes and he be with the same shits. Now, I just think that it's crazy to have this sort of conversation and exchange, right? But Adam was on some podcast, this white boy, some other weird ass white boy that do some weird shit, that's asking him questions about him and his wife, and the shit is just weird. But this is the thing that I mean about leaving a digital footprint that opens up a door for the people that you love to be hurt.
I heard through someone who knows you very well that you are a very generous man.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You're so generous that you share your wife.
I do, sometimes for porn, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very I think that's the most generous thing you can do.
Thank you. You know, I don't think any of the other men that I've ever allowed her to sleep with have ever said that to me, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else f their wife?
You know, I only done meth one time in my life.
So it just takes one time.
I think the meth thing and then allowing my wife to sleep with other men on camera 9 years later were largely unrelated.
I want to ask you some questions about Lena.
Yes.
But I just want to make sure you're telling me the truth. So I'm just going to bring in my friend. Hey, John, do you recognize who this man is?
No.
He's the world's most famous lie detector examiner.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hello, John.
John, this is Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast.
Hello, John.
So he's just going to hook you up just to ensure that you're telling the truth. True that your name is Adam John Grand Maison.
Yes.
True.
Big house, right?
Yeah.
In French.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lena, she does a sex scene with another man, but not with any man, but with a
Black man?
professional porn star. What the f?
Yeah, that is also accurate.
True.
Do you or do you not regret allowing Lena to sleep with Jason Love?
I absolutely do not regret that.
Why?
I don't even know if I believe that this thing is plugged in, but
Blood, sweat, forward breathing, upper breathing. I've been testing since the 1980s.
well, okay. Maybe there's something that I don't know that I've been holding on to.
Did you enjoy watching the scene with Lena and Jason Love?
Yeah, you know, I haven't really like tuned into most of the scenes that she's done since then. Sometimes I'll see like the trailer on Twitter and I'll watch the like 30-second version, but haven't really like cared enough to sit and watch the 40-minute version or whatever. So yeah, I mean, like when she first did it, we were kind of like all caught up in the hype of the whole thing going viral and stuff, and we did kind of like watch it and like bang while watching. Yeah, so.
True.
I would like to talk to you about now. Can we do that?
I don't joke around about that.
Fine. Why do you think that the majority of men wouldn't allow their wives to do the types of things that you allow Lena to do?
I think we're open-minded.
But would you agree that the only thing that's became more open is Lena's clam?
Okay. I mean,
or is it
something about the word clam? Yeah, her vagina has maintained the majority of the pre-Jason Love tightness.
No, I think the only thing that's still tight is the devil's grip on her soul, I would say at this point, right?
Her soul has not been in any way affected by her porn career.
Is that objectively true?
Can we talk about something else?
I do have a lot of more questions. They're all about Lena. There's about 21 more questions.
Okay. I don't know like why you like flew out to the other side of the country just to give me a hard time about my wife and to sit this creepy bisexual black guy next to me and to weird me out.
I'll give you a hard time.
True.
Well, I mean, in both videos, he is wearing a Plug Talk tee, right? So he's definitely promoting what he got going on with his brand, and so am I. Make sure that you go to Wayno119.com and get you some merch. This is an idea that was in my mind, and then I communicated it to the person who does my logos, and I told him, and we got this. Then it went from me having a logo to put on my channel to me actually having product, and that's why I'm doing this. And then we got the Family First edition, is to basically solidify that blood makes you related. A bond makes you family, you feel me? And with this Family First piece, when you get one of these, just know that when I start doing this live, if you purchase the Family First piece, then that gives you perks at the live show. You know what I mean? You might get a discount on the tickets, all that. So my whole idea for doing this, man, was to just inspire others that if you have an idea, if you have a thought, if you have something, you know, that you're working on or want to work on, and you might be frightened about it, you might be, you know, second guessing or doubting yourself, don't. Just do it. You know what I mean? I'll do it myself. And that's just the thing, man. I think that our brands got to stand for something and we got to stand for something too. On this side, Plug Talk stands for getting a wife, getting married, and letting other people do as they will with her for $1. Do y'all agree with that? Even if, or any of y'all in the chat, well, the comment section, C words. Y'all know what I mean by C words. Do y'all partake in this type of shit? Do y'all like get into this type of lifestyle? I really think that it's something psychologically wrong with somebody who could say that they would want to be with a woman for the rest of their life and then watch, you know what I'm saying, watch videos or watch her perform sexual acts on another man. Let's keep it 1,000. Every book of Revelation has warned us about these times. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what religion you're into. Every book has strictly told us about these times. And I just wanna say, listen, for Adam, if that's what you into, brother, then that's what you into. I don't know if these interviews when you fake walking off or not is real and shit, but you cannot be upset or challenge people for talking disrespectful to you when it looks like you nor your wife respect yourselves. Now, if y'all respect level is determined upon how much bread y'all getting this month off of content, then by all means, you know what I mean? Live in a crazy house and have all that bread, but I just think that shit is crazy, man. And like, for Blueface, I ain't gonna lie, he crazy too, but Blueface is another master troll. You feel me? Like, he does look ridiculous with all them tattoos on his face and all that, or like gang shit or whatever, because he is a dad as well, you know what I mean? He does get the same level of scrutiny to an extent, you feel me, with his actions and the Krishan shit, and it be all over the place. But I really don't believe Blueface is as dumb as people make him out to be. But y'all tell me what y'all think. That's why we here to have a discussion. This is I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually will. I will catch y'all on the next one. Don't let nobody touch your girl, though. Peace. If you want to be the best rapper, you got to have the best bars. Just like Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They gotten over $25 billion with more than 500,000 clients. And the results speak for themselves. A client in Pennsylvania got $29 million after being offered only $500,000. Another client in Florida got $20 million after being offered $0. Morgan & Morgan been fighting for the people for over 35 years. It's like hiring a legal army that's always going to ride for you. If you get injured by somebody else's negligence, then you deserve to be paid. Not all law firms is created equal. Hiring the wrong one could cost you. If you get injured, you could check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win.